What does women bring on the table? Okay, let's see what a woman can bring on the table. Watch how I will use all these things here. It's not yet food yet. Watch how I will turn them into food, into that yummy food you just saw there. You are asking, what does a woman bring on the table? Well, I believe that what does a woman bring on the table does not mean for all the women, okay? Otherwise, there is nothing a woman doesn't bring on the table. A woman that brings you, a woman be like you on the table, and you're asking, what does he bring on the table? I hope you guys have long forgotten about what does he bring on the table last year, because this is 2025. Let's proceed. Let me help your life by telling you how you can turn all those things into a food after standing over 7 hours. Then that is what a woman can bring on the table. Let's go. How you steam your meat. How you steam your meat determines how your food is going to taste. Remember, first of all, I added onions inside that meat. After adding onions, I add pepper. That's yummy pepper you saw there. That native red pepper you saw there when I was showing you what I can bring on the table. That is the pepper I grinded. Okay, then I'm using it to steam my meat. Watch how I do it. I add a seasoning cube, I add onions, I add that pepper, I add curry, I added thyme, I added salt. Then look at how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to turn. I'm just going to pre-turn it. Yes, take it that way. Anyhow you understand it, thank God you understand it. Just pay attention on what I'm showing you. Okay, that is what a woman can bring on the table after standing for over 7 hours to bring so many yummy, delicious food on the table. That's what a woman can bring on the table. So now you see everything is done, right? Covered. I'm going to add a little bit water. Then I'm going to cover it, step it aside. You see it? It's going to be there, sitting pretty like ours. Maybe, well, let's just call it over 1 hour, because it took me long to mix that moin-moin. Okay, let me tell you the things I use in that moin-moin. Earlier, I showed you fish in the pot. That is what I use. And the egg. Okay, I broke the egg. I cut the egg. That is what I'm going to use in this my moin-moin. Inside this my moin-moin, I use tatashe. No, sorry guys, not tatashe. I use shombo, that long pepper, and that native pepper. That is all I use. And onions, enough onions. You can't go wrong with onions. Okay, I added crayfish inside there. That my tilapia fish, I pieces that my fish. Kote fish, sorry, it's kote fish. I pieces the kote fish. Okay, I pieces them, then pour them inside the beans I've already mixed. In this my beans, I added a little bit curry, just a little, just curry, then salt, then maggi, then crayfish, then that mixed pepper, shombo, and the red pepper. That is what I mixed. Then I added groundnut oil. I added a little bit groundnut oil inside it. So I'm using cellophane to tie it. Okay, so how I'm going to do, I added onions as well. After grinding it with onions, I added onions as well. That is how I made this moin-moin. In fact, you know that this moin-moin, if you taste this moin-moin, I don't know, but let me tell you, look at how big that moin-moin is. I ate more than 4 at a spot. That is how yummy that moin-moin is. Pay attention. If you are not understanding, you better start this video from the beginning. Let's go. You said, what does a woman bring on the table? A woman can stand over 7 hours, turn veggies to food. You ask her, what does she bring on the table? Okay, I've carried my big pot to see what I'm bringing on the table. This is my big pot. I've already warmed my hot water because I need to pour hot water first before adding my moin-moin. That is what I can bring on the table. So this is it ready. I doubled the nylon you guys saw earlier when I was doing it. Anything you're not understanding, you feel free to start this video from the beginning, like I said. And if you know that you like what you're watching, please don't forget to share. Don't be greedy. Show your sister, okay? Share it. Let your sister see, let your brother see, let people see what a woman can bring on the table after standing up for over 7 hours. Do you see it? I've set it up properly, then I cover it. Now it's time to remember that my meat, earlier meat, do you remember the meat I said steamed very well? I covered for over 1 hour to put that moin-moin and double it and do everything, it took me like 1 hour, yes, or over. So do you see that means I didn't add any other water? I just pour it there. I just pour it straightly to the pot, and this is the water that, chicken already have water. That's why you don't need, in fact, meat in general, apart from pomo, have water. That's why you don't need to add water when you are steaming your meat. Okay, now I've showed you that moin-moin. The moin-moin is proceeding. The moin-moin is cooking properly. Then this is time to start frying my chicken. Watch how I fry this chicken, okay? First of all, let's check the moin-moin. Let's check how it is. Let's test it. Let's have a taste and see what we have been cooking, how it's going, okay? This is how I'm going to test. This is my first testing. It's very, very yummy. That's why I tested it twice. Then let's face this oil. That is what a woman can bring on the table after standing for 7 good hours. So in your oil, to make your chicken also be more spicy again, more sweet, more yummy, put onions when your groundnut oil is a little bit heat. I like slicing mine into 4. You can slice 2. You can put as you want. Then I added it there. After the groundnut oil have heat, then I add my chicken. If you don't understand, you can start from the beginning. Listen, I'm not frying my chicken to be dry. I'm making sure there is a little bit yummy inside that chicken. Then I'm taking it off, okay? I'm going to pour the second one the same way. I'm going to still proceed with the same way. This your chicken oil, please don't made away with it. It's very important. The earlier water you saw in that chicken is the only water I'm cooking my fried rice with. I'm starting to mix my fried rice chicken water right now, okay? I don't take anything off. Everything is going inside my fried rice. Some people used to filter it. I'm not filtering it anything. That thing you are filtering is the best, the yummy of your chicken, of your fried rice. So why are you filtering it? Nevertheless, let's keep proceeding. So this is that my rice. I've already pre-boiled it, okay? Then I pour it inside that I told you the water I'm using for this my fried rice is not going to be much, because earlier I've already added a little bit water, a little bit, because I want that my fried rice to be I want the taste to just taste as yummy as that my earlier chicken I steamed and kept for like over 1 hour. I hope you are getting the mathematics I'm doing here. That is the mathematics. Now the oil of the chicken, remember I said I'm not taking it off. The oil of the chicken, I have added it a little bit. I filtered it because I don't want those black onions to enter inside the fried rice. So I added it in my already pre-boiled rice, and I have already mixed it for fried rice. Now I'm going to be adding my veggies. I started from spring onions. Yes, start from spring onions. I reduced the oil very well. Then I started with spring onions. After spring onions, I added carrots, because carrots is the stronger veggie among all these things I'm using to cook. Now this is time to be removing my moin-moin. What does women bring on the table? Watch it though. The heat of this thing, I don't think men can enjoy it the way women enjoy it and bring food on the table, and still bring human being on the table. And you ask a woman, what does she bring on the table? So I'm done bringing it out, okay? I'm going to turn the water out now. I have turned the water out. I'm going to drop the pot. I want you to notice something here. After you notice it, then I will not tell you. Notice something here. Okay, just keep watching what will happen here. Let's see what will happen here. Then I'll tell you what happened there. If you did not catch it, did you notice I washed my hand again to enter inside the frying pot? That is what you should notice. After taking the things out, dropping the pots, I have to wash my hand again before entering this frying stuff. Cleanliness. Let's start. So I added green beans, the long one, I broke it into pieces. I forgot to show you guys how you can remove that tiny thing before, if you don't want your green beans to be bitter. A lot of people don't like using that green beans because of that stuff. Maybe one day when I'm making another fried rice or jollof rice with green beans, I'll show you guys what you can remove in your green beans. Stop avoiding these green beans. It's very healthy. Some people avoid it because it's bitter. Yes, what makes it bitter is that tiny thing I'm talking about right now. Next time I will really show you guys. Sorry, I didn't record it here. So after adding the last thing, which is the minced big pepper, then the last thing was corn green beans and the sweet corn. That is the last thing I put. I remove the water entirely, allow it to filter for a long time before putting it in my minced veggies. Now I'm done frying it. Remember, I added a little bit salt when I was frying it. Allow your veggie to have taste. Let your veggie have taste. Your veggie have a lot of things to do with your fried rice. Okay, remember, if you did not understand, start from the beginning to understand. Okay, now I added the veggie. Remember, I cover it like for some seconds, then open it to turn it together. Why? I don't want, when I'm stirring it, everywhere will be scattering with the veggie. So that is the reason why I covered it a little bit. Let it introduce each other with the rice, then open it, stir it. My fried rice is done here, guys. What does a woman bring on the table? Look at the things I have to go through for 7 good hours to bring all this yummy in the table. And somebody will come and say, what does a woman really bring on the table? A woman that can bring a human being like you on the table and also turn veggies into this yummy. Look at my chicken, look at my moin-moin, look at my fried rice, and you tell me this food is not yummy to bring on the table. What else can a woman say? When I hope you enjoy this. All right, see you some other time while I enjoy my yummy food. Bye.